back to the gen set and the battery problems. That's the battery that was in there. And I just bought this one. So, now, this one here was just a little 12 volt, where are we? 12 volt, 10 amp. Whoops. Piece of garbage. This one here is 12 volt, 14 amp. It is bigger, as you can tell, but it's a battery. So at that point, I'm going to start making a stainless steel box for it, and I'm going to get it mounted onto there, and I'm all set. You know. Now, well, that was going to cost me close to 50 or a little bit more actually to get it here. This one cost me 90 out the door with taxes and everything. Luckily, I got some old crap ones laying around like that because I have a bunch of these laying around. Now, I could have made this one work. I mean, I could have made it fit. I just didn't want to put something quite that big because I really didn't need it. You know, and to have something quite that big sticking there, you know, versus the one that I just purchased. So, you know, but luckily enough, I had a bunch of these laying around so I can use them for cores. Because she did charge me for a core on this little puppy. So, but anyway, that's where I'm at. So when I get it all done, I'll show you the box. Huh, we're getting away with less than 2 minutes? I don't believe this. Well, I'm sure you can hear it in the background. There's the battery. So I was thinking of making it out of some plastic here. I got some heavy sheets of ABS. And then I got some stainless steel stuff here. I've got one heating up over there now so I can bend it. So this one's bent. Giving myself a little bit of room. Alright, but that's where we're at there. And I'll bend the other one, and then I'll just cut some, I guess, so I can put a bottom on it. And then I'll probably use the plastic to put a top to fit over it. But I think I'm going to be better off with the stainless 16 gauge rather than the plastic, because I don't know how this is going to put up with the cold weather, especially having it in a box form. I mean, the battery boxes are made up of this, but you know, they're molded all one piece. I'd have to piece this, so, because I don't have anything unless I make something, a mold, so I can mold it to a battery. I guess I can make a battery out of a block of wood, so I can make a mold. But by the time I go through all that, I can do it out of metal and have it done right. So that's where I'm up to. The other piece is hot, so I'm going to go over there and get that bent. Now the battery box is done. It's primed, and I just got to finish painting it. And now I'm working on the cover. I was going to use some Kydex, but you know what? This is ABS, it's a little bit heavier. It's harder to work with as far as forming, but you know, you heat it up with the heat gun. You know, I got it in a vise. Then you just kind of roll it a little bit with a piece of pipe, and that'll give me some nice edges. And next thing you know, it's all done. So I just gotta cut the corner so I can tuck this down. I'll put the glue gun in there and melt it together, and I'll have my top. And I just got to put a finish coat on that, and the battery box is done. Well, there it is. We're all done with the battery box. That's the lid. That's made of ABS. It's the box. That's made of 16 gauge. Alright, the battery box is done. And there's the lid. The box is all made of 16 gauge. It's all welded, and I'm going to take it and put it on this bracket right here. And that's why I left a little overhang there, so it gives me some room. The top is made of ABS plastic, and I used a real true Let me find it down there. Excuse me, guys. A real true 2x4, which is a 2x4 that I cut to fit the box the way that I wanted it to, and I heated that up with a heat gun, and I was able to form it down around the 2x4, so that worked. Again, sorry for watching the blanket. So the box is done, the top is done, that's the new battery that's under there. Tomorrow that'll be dry. I took the front and I painted it back to the original color. Now I'm going to make a draw out of ABS plastic, and I'm going to use this as the faceplate of the draw. So when the draw slides in, because I'm going to use that for storage now that I got the hole there, I'm going to slide it in and out, and that'll fill the hole. Yeah. Now the hole was a good idea for what I originally intended to do, put the battery in there, the stock battery. This piece of shit over here. But seeing that crapped out on me as soon as it did, I mean, it's a year old and it crapped out. Yeah, so I said, you know what, I'm just going to put a better battery. So I got a small motorcycle battery, and that's going to take a little more of the abuse. So the hole that I put there, yeah, I could still put a battery in there if I had to, if I found one at the right price or something. But other than that, I'm just going to use it for storage to keep the jumpers in, and a spark plug, and an oil filter, and a couple pints of oil. Yeah, little things that I may or may not find or lose that I may need when I'm out there working on the generator. So, alright guys, it was a pain in the ass, but we're done.